tasty and they want to taste it. Sugar boy, don't play with my head. If I can't get you, boy, I don't want no one else. Sugar boy, please understand. Don't ever give my dinner to another woman. Chicken go down low, when I come up so. Cause when life and sugar, they just want to stick.
Welcome to another Hot Tea with Pleasure. I am Hillary in Ontario, Canada.
Hi, and I'm Teresa here in the beautiful island of Barbados. It's hot.
It's hot. Today we're wearing orange in recognition
Orange.
of the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation here in Canada. It's a day honors lost children and survivors of residential schools, their families, and the community. And so we're not going to talk too much about it. We don't want to disrespect the day. Our topic today is Hall Pass, and we don't want to entwine that with how important this day is for people within the Indigenous nation. The day has been an Indigenous-led grassroots event since 2013. It's became known as the Orange T-shirt Day, and so it's a symbolization again of the stripping away of the culture, the freedom, and the self-esteem of the experience by Indigenous children over generations. So that is why we are wearing orange today. So, Teresa. Yeah.
Thank you for that information, Hillary.
Yeah.
I like to join Hillary. And
okay. So today are we going to talk about what we're whining about, Teresa? What are we whining about?
I'm just wondering about this heat. It's getting hotter and hotter. So every week it's something new. Today was 35 degrees.
Woo!
35 degrees.
I can't say anything because we were hot here too. I think we were 32. So we were right behind you.
Mm-hmm. So that's my little piece about whining about. I'm whining about the heat again.
I'm just sending out a little text on social media.
Mm-hmm. And while Hillary do that, we're gonna welcome you to Hot Teas with Pleasures, another night where we're gonna keep it raw and real. Hopefully, if you'd like to check us out on our social platforms, which is Instagram. You can watch the shows right after on YouTube if you happen to miss it. Or if you join us late, you can listen to the podcast on RSS and on TikTok. We encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your comments. Let us know what you want to hear from us next. Join us and let's lubricate your life.
Mm-hmm.
And our disclaimer. This is a show that we will share, and we encourage you to join in, share with us, share your opinions as well. But we are not advisors. We have taken our research and we shared our own opinions. And like I said, feel free to join in. Now, on for sure. Welcome to Hot Tea of Pleasures again.
You know, I love Instagram, but sometimes they really piss me off. I'm sorry. I'm trying to log into my account and I'm locked out of the. Hi Petra, how you doing? I'm locked out of the account. I cannot sometimes with
Let me
people.
just angle my devices that I can see who comes in the chat.
Okay.
All
right, so let's talk about Hall Pass. Teresa, you want to tell us what a Hall Pass is?
Hall Pass is an agreement between two partners, you and your partner, to have sex outside of the relationship. That's the agreement of Hall Pass, to have your relations outside, sexual relations outside.
She just threw it out just like that.
Sorry?
You look good. You look real happy. What's going on?
I am happy.
You happy?
I just stole the fan.
Yeah, it was the fan. It's the fan.
Is it something else, Hillary?
I don't know. You look kind of lit. You tell me. What's in that tea?
What's in my tea? I ain't got no tea.
What are you drinking?
Don't see me with no cup yet.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking some lemonade for the heat.
Okay.
Hillary seems like, see, Hillary seems like she want to say
I'm
something.
going to leave that there.
Oh,
So a hall
I'm
pass,
drinking lemonade.
a
Whole
hall
part
pass
is a type
relationship is
of
a type of
non
mon-
monogamous arrangement
Yep. Go
where
on.
partners agree to temporarily, for a short time, okay,
Uh-huh.
suspend the rules of their own relationship in order to pursue their sexual or romantic interactions with other people. Like I said,
Interesting.
other people.
People or
So,
persons? Or person?
with others.
Damn.
With others.
More than one.
That's what a hall pass is if you didn't know. There are some celebrities that came out and spoke about giving their partners permission to go with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I think Monica was one of them. She spoke about that openly.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no one else that I know of.
Okay.
As we go on tonight. Hello, babyface. At least go on tonight.
Okay.
You
Now,
will
what
get
they
the views
also
of
say
online.
about it is that it's a permission slip to have sex, as you said, outside the relationship, and certain boundaries, rules are put in place. But we're going to talk about when those rules go wrong.
When they
And then,
go wrong.
sorry. And then we'll talk about it when they do work for some people. So it's a one-time agreement, people. It's not. And we're also talking the difference between an open
Hope back,
relationship.
hope marriage.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious, but we still want to um, talk about it. And specifics of the hall pass relationship can vary widely depending on the terms established by both partners involved. That was my dog. You could hear in the background if you heard anything. And
Your
so,
dog barks or make a
no, she
noise?
wasn't barking. She was drinking water very, very loudly. So,
Oh, like goat, goat.
yes. Okay. And, some couples may choose to only pursue um, non, non, um, I don't even, okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just having a hard time with this one. Anyways, while others may explore relationships of sexual encounters independently, ultimately a hall pass relationship is about opening up the door to new experiences while maintaining the primary relationship with one's partner. Teresa.
I'm just sending stuff off. Yes.
So it's important to note that the hall pass relationship requires the highest level of communication and trust between both partners, and both partners must be honest about their desires and boundaries and must be willing to listen to respect each other's needs. It's also critical to establish clear guidelines of safe sex practices. You don't want to have
No,
babies or STDs, and to regularly check in with each other to ensure that the arrangement is still working for both parties.
that sounds like a lot to do. A lot you have to remember.
It's like a contract. You guys have decided that this is something you want to try.
So how do you start a conversation like, hi, honey, I'm home. Guess what? Can you sign this?
There are
No, you don't have
benefits,
to read. Just
Teresa.
sign it.
There are benefits, the pros and cons of having a hall pass. So we're
Mm-hmm.
going to dig into all that. So I'm going to let Teresa take over from here. Go on while I put this post up.
You're gonna still go with your link, right? I'm gonna go to the open marriage, yeah?
Yeah. Why don't you talk about
Okay.
open marriage first, and then we can talk more
Yeah.
about hall pass. Go on.
Okay. Let me just pull you again. It's redirecting.
Uh-oh. Do
Very
you want me
few
to go?
people.
Do you want me to go?
Nah. I hope I don't have any technical issues, but I'm seeing my battery doing some funny things differently. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hall pass and a healthy marriage. There's some persons that have been married for like 30 years,
Mm-hmm.
and this lady, she's saying that with her ex-husband, y'all can see me doing a little bit of movement. No, okay, people, so forgive me. Oops. And
Are you okay?
her husband, yeah, I'm just making some adjustments here. I don't want to blank out on you guys in the middle of the discussion. So I'm just moving on. So she was saying she was married for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
When her ex-husband, when her ex-husband wrote his own hall pass, she said she didn't know about it and she didn't give him permission. If he had
Well, that's
asked,
not a hall
if
pass.
he
That's
had
an
asked the
affair.
one. So this is what she's saying. No, don't forget this is the open marriage.
Oh, the open marriage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's her. This is her story. So
Mm-hmm.
her reaction then was, "Are you crazy? Of course you can't have one." So the whole passes he took over the next 3 years eventually meant the end of their 33-year marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So her partner answered the question, "Well, are her whole passes healthy for a relationship?" And was that and her thing was definitely a no. So some of the reasons persons promote whole passes in marriage
Mm-hmm.
are to accept their marriage.
All right.
So that's one of her things. They want another relationship without getting a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
That was a ticklish one. I say all this, if you're married, you're gonna have to go for a whole bath.
What?
I think that's cheating.
If you were married, what?
Being married and you're going for a whole bath.
Uh-huh.
That is cheating. Yeah, to me, that's how do you see your vows to
Well,
that
if
person?
they both agree on it, it's not cheating.
What is it?
It's an agreement.
Oh, it's an agreement to go and cheat. It's an agreement to go and cheat. You can't tell me nothing because I have it written.
No, it's an
So
agreement.
one partner thinks the whole class would get in get infidelity of their system.
You know, I I don't know. Some people use it as, to keep the spontaneity in the relationship. Some to
Hmm.
test the relationship. Others might have other desires, or they're bisexual and want to step outside the relationship, but do it in a way where there's an agreement and permission base. So it's like a permission
Okay.
to step outside the relationship, but both parties are doing it. Both parties are given the hall pass, but it's not. And this is the part where it's very sticky,
You know.
because let's say your spouse decided, you know what, I'm not going to do the hall pass. So now you went ahead and did it.
Uh-huh.
But again, it was an agreement.
The
Um,
contract has
and
been
that's why
broken.
you have to like say what the boundaries are. What are you allowed to do within that hall pass? It has to be very, very, very detailed.
So what's the purpose of doing a hall pass if you're gonna have boundaries? A hall pass is just a one night thing, right? Whereas an
Yeah.
open, what we call the open marriage one, is where you go with whoever, whenever, and all that.
No, no,
Have
no,
the
no,
other person
no. That's
without
not true. No,
divorce.
open marriage means that you are allowed to have sex outside the relationship, and or you guys are either doing it together as a threesome, or you are doing it by yourself. That's open marriage. But at the end of the day, there's still an agreement in place for open marriage as well. It's not just one person or one party, because that's called an affair.
I'm just sending what you just sent me, so sorry.
So there are some potential down backs, or to
That's
this.
fine.
Jealousy, insecurities may arise, and there may also be a risk of physical or emotional harm that engages in sexual or romantic encounters outside of the primary relationship. So not all partners may be equally interested or comfortable with the idea of the hall pass relationship,
Hmm.
which can create additional challenges. So you must establish boundaries and
Those
rules for
those
your
rules
hall
and
pass.
boundaries.
So a successful hall pass relationship requires clear communication and well-defined boundaries and rules, it's important for both partners to have a shared understanding of what it is and isn't permissible within the non-monogamous components of the arrangement. So this can include guidelines around types of sexual activities that occur and are acceptable, what type of relationships or encounters are allowed, when they're allowed, where they're allowed, how to handle situations where the partner develops feelings or somewhat for someone else. And also, it's important for both parties to be honest and transparent about the entire experience of the whole past relationship.
So therefore, when you finish, you come back and chat about it. You be
Yes.
open dialogue with
Open dialogue, yeah.
your permanent partner, not your temporary one.
Mm-hmm.
So are you as expressive and explosive as if you were in your own relationship with this person? When you have the whole
No, it's that you have to follow exact rules and regulations, whatever your partner came up with. So your partner is the one that and you came up with the rules of
Okay.
exactly what's supposed to happen, what kind of sexual positions you're supposed to be in, whether or not,
But
yeah,
you're not going to be there. So
yeah,
how
it
come
doesn't
you
matter.
couldn't say to me, you give me a whole
Hey,
pass.
this is what it is.
You give me a whole pass. That's why that's why we have
Like
this disclaimer, you know.
they can
We are
say,
not saying that it's us. This is what we research. So that's why it's on our disclaimer.
they can say, you know
However,
what? They can say, let's say, for example, for your partner, doggy style is something that
no back
she or
shot.
he, in
Can't
yeah,
do it. Because they know
enjoys.
that position makes you flip the whole script.
Right. Let's say that they really enjoy that
That's
particular position
right.
and they don't want you doing that with anybody else. They can say no doggy style in that hall pass, right?
The whole pass is between you and that other person.
No,
Your
the hall
real
pass is not.
partner is
No,
not
no, no.
there.
The hall pass is between you and your partner. Not, it has nothing to do with the other person.
Oh, you're talking about writing the contract now that each person
Yeah,
has.
writing the contract. Yes. So this is the contract, and this
So
is
the
what you're
contract is
supposed to
having
do.
no strawberries.
Then no strawberries. You can't
Then
be
no
having
strawberries.
strawberries. Yeah, because then when
So
you
you're
come
not
back and
gonna be
talk to your
there.
mate, unless you're ready to lie and now create an affair, because now you're
There,
lying. When you
there you
lie,
go.
now it becomes an affair, right?
There you go.
There you go. That's how thin the line is. So another
People,
important
people.
aspect of a successful hall pass is establishing those boundaries, right? So there's also things like communications that are allowed. So no texting, no phone calls, no social media, whether or not the partner can meet up with others without the presence of their primary partner. And finally, the most important thing is that the partner checks in regularly with each other. I'm not sure if this is between sex.
Wait, how are you gonna check in if there's no phone, no social media? How are you gonna check in?
No, no phoning the person that you're having intimacy with. No doing social media pictures with that person out or whatever. No.
Healthy.
Don't make me laugh. And so, they have those boundaries, those rules and regulations. And then as feelings and circumstances changes, it's important to make sure that both partners are still comfortable with the arrangement and that it continues to meet their needs. So, and a hall pass could be more than once. It can be if both partners agree to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have a question in the chat, and this is one of the things that I was saying.
Okay.
Why have a hall pass if you have rules?
Well, that's what a hall pass is. A hall pass is rules. It is basically a contract between you and your mate of
That is not going
rules
to
and
be there when I'm
regulations.
going to hall when I'm
That way,
that is not going to be in the room when I'm being active.
yeah, and this is where the trust comes in the relationship. Now, it's not. This is not a monogamous relationship. First of all, it's non. So that means there's a little bit openness to it, but at the same time with restrictions. So there's the two people in the relationship has agreed that they want to give each other a hall pass to go out and do whatever they want to do, but within these boundaries. These are the boundaries that are established. Now, if you can move ahead with these rules and regulations, Who knows? But that's what's being asked, and that's why it's called a hall
Mm.
pass.
There's a question in the chat for you all. What is your opinion on a hall pass? I think that's what we were talking about there. And then another one is hall pass will hurt. Well, not a question, it's mostly a statement. Hall pass, hall pass will hurt all parties eventually. Someone will catch feelings.
They
Don't
could.
catch feelings, Hillary.
They could, of
Um,
course. And well, they talk about that, and that's why I say effective communication
it
is
sounds
key. And to
different.
make it a hall pass relationship work, this means making time to check in with your partner and regularly, active listening to the concerns and needs, and being willing to openly discuss any challenges that may arise is important to create a safe space for both partners and to share their thoughts and feelings without the fear of judgment or retaliation. So, or
Mm.
retribution too. So, it is helpful to establish strategies to resolve
How are
conflict
you going
and
through this? Like, it is
misunderstanding.
all these
It's a
different
contract.
points you have to
It's a
write down.
contract.
Let
Listen,
me
it
take
is a
my tea
contract
here.
between two individuals that have said this is what we want to do. Um, so it another thing is you can also have a mediator or even a therapist involved to make sure that the contract is solid. Um, Another important
Why not
aspect.
just do the therapist and call it that? Him or her.
Don't ask me.
The whole package.
I'm not into hall passes, baby.
What's wrong with
Okay.
the therapist?
Another important aspect of effective communication in the relationship is setting clear boundaries and expectations. So discussing and agreeing upon what is and isn't acceptable behavior outside the relationship, as well as establishing guidelines and how often and in manner you would communicate with that other person as well. Like, say for example, they say you can't give that person a Valentine's gift, for example. You know, there's not no, you're not
There goes the
no
catch feelings
no
part.
relationship stuff,
Mhm.
right? It's important to regularly revisit and adjust these boundaries as needed to ensure that both parties feel comfortable and respected.
So you know what you need to do there? When you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna give your partner the hall pass,
Mm-hmm.
don't do it on one of those days like Valentine's or what other celebrations that they have. The
Right,
Valentine's
right.
Thanksgiving, don't do it on one of those days because you can catch your partner wondering, "Oh, Valentine's Day. I wonder what if. I
Yeah.
wonder, yo, you know?
I don't rock with it. I'm sorry. I each to their own and everything, but this is not for me.
Hi,
There.
Stephanie. Good night.
Hi, Stephanie. How you doing? Hi, everybody in the chat. There's quite a bit of people in the chat tonight. We thank you for stopping
Mm-hmm.
by. Hot Tea with Pleasures. Um, so there are tips navigating jealousy and insecurities of a hall pass. So jealousy and insecurities are the common things in a relationship, but if amplified, they're amplified by a hall pass arrangement. So it's important for both partners to acknowledge and openly discuss their feelings or jealousies and insecurities when it arises. So this includes identifying the root cause of these feelings and exploring strategies and managing their healthy in a healthy way. So no arguing.
Wow. That's a lot if you want to get a hall pass.
It is. You want to get a hall pass, you got to earn a hall pass.
So you gotta
So
get a lawyer to
listen, there are
have
benefits.
an agreement.
It can be helpful in building and prioritizing
Mhm.
building a trust and emotional connection with your partner within a primary relationship. This may involve setting aside dedication time for intimacy and connection building, such as date nights and shared experiences. Because sometimes that hall pass includes a threesome, which I'm not done with either. No judgment.
You ain't sharing.
I'm not
It's not a
sharing.
share. You're not
I'm
sharing.
greedy.
Okay.
So another thing is, wait, hold on. Another thing that we can look at too is consent communication. That, let me ask you a question, Teresa. Would you choose? How do you know you choose the right partner for a hall pass relationship?
I'm not gonna choose a partner for the whole pass. So thank God for me. That can happen for me. It's frustrating.
Let's say you were. What would the person look like? What would the person be of a right person
Jason
for hall pass?
Momoa.
What?
Jason Momoa. Is
Oh,
that his
Jason
name?
Momoa. Oh, I don't think he's into hall passes, girl.
I
Okay.
think because of you. That's not something that I thought of. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'll have to my
I
bed,
watched
man.
a movie. It was a movie a couple of years ago when they had
The
that,
one with
and
that Owen guy.
I can't remember. I can't remember what. I think it was Jason Bateman, and they went out and did the hall pass. The wife had given him a hall pass. No, he had. I can't remember who give who. Whatever. They had the hall pass in place, and so he was trying for the entire movie to execute the hall pass, and he never did. But the wife did, and so after that, it brought up all these jealousies and insecurities, and
Mm.
they really started to focus on the relationship, and ended up. It actually made the relationship stronger because they realized that there was something wrong with the relationship. So
Okay.
I just
So
talked to
that's
my mate.
that is where did we have the prompt? Because I'm watching my time, but I'm not seeing the prompt come up. So I don't want us to be disrupted abruptly.
We're
But
probably
what
going to
you
be disrupted abruptly because
I haven't seen it popped up. That's why.
hmm
That's where mine come in. Are you finished with your one, Hillary?
Um,
You-
I'll do choosing the right partner after.
Can you
Go
tell
ahead.
us what you can you
Chocolate,
tell us what you're snacking on?
chocolate.
Chocolate. Hmm.
You want to know what kind of chocolate?
No,
Tofu.
please.
It's tofu wrapped in chocolate.
Tofu chocolate?
hmm
I didn't know there was such. Tofu. Okay.
Want some?
I didn't know there was such. No, please. I'll stick to what I know. And next thing I know, I can't leave home. Okay, whole class and the marriage. That's what was going before Hillary came in with her piece. So how she ended in terms of the whole pass and how it can spice up the marriage. That is one of the advantages, the promotions of the whole pass. It can spice up the marriage, and they want another relationship before getting a divorce. That's
hmm
another one. And the partner thinks the whole pass will get infidelity out of their system and make everything run smoothly. So even though I have heard of open relationships that work for some people, for me, a whole pass and open marriage would have a potential to create more problems than they solve. The whole pass ignores the wind is blowing in my locks. The whole pass
You're doing the Beyonce. You have that wind blowing in your hair.
the whole pass. Like the whole pass of open marriages will have the potential to create more problems than they solve. In fact, whole passes ignore the problems in the marriage. There you
Oh,
go.
there it is.
Ignore the problems in the marriage and introduce additional troubles into an already troubled relationship. If you think that you need a whole pass in your marriage with everything that's going on, you need to get some counseling. So,
But you got to choose the
you
right
know,
partner.
hmm?
That's what it is. You have to choose the
You
right
didn't choose the
partner.
right partner.
hmm
Okay. So how would you go about choosing the right partner?
Um, be, in the
Would you
beginning,
look
being open and honest. In the first couple of dates, you're never trying to be perfect, right? That's actually the time you're supposed to tell the person that you're into open relationships and whole pass relationships.
this is
So
when you start to date your partner that you want to be with,
yeah. So
permanent partner?
as you're dating that person, maybe in the beginning of the relationship, be honest and say that's the kind of person, the kind of relationship you're looking for.
Oh,
So it's very important to bless you, consider each other's emotions, needs. So to you have to be in that kind of
guess who's in the house?
oh yeah, Victor's there.
Hello,
Hi,
Victor.
Victor. Rudy said he can't make it. He sent me a text saying he can't make it in today. So you're on your own, Victor. Um,
He handled
yeah,
his own well that last
and
week,
he yeah
so
he holds his own. um, there's another important factor for choosing a pass partner, And that's the level of experience and comfortable of non-monogamous relationships. So if that person has been in one before, then they're comfortable and they know how it
If
normally
you if
navigate.
you've been one before, you do experience a whole process with me. You don't need to be in a relationship. Just stay single and do your thing when you feel a bit ticklish.
Hey, I'm just the messenger. And then the important
Mhm.
thing is to have open and honest conversation. So if that person has past experiences about boundaries and how to establish that and they're comfortable and clear understanding, then it's easier to have a whole past relationship.
Okay. It is obvious that relationships that one, money doesn't buy happiness, and two, I guess hall passes work for them until they don't. Then they go on to the game. I find this one and what was brought before,
Hmm.
both of them tie in and saying a lot of the same thing can be repetitive. So some of it, I think I'm gonna skip out. And hall pass and the open marriage. We have say 7 minutes on the clock. So we're gonna continue. You're gonna go and come back in.
We continue
And
five. No, continue.
mm-hmm. Hall pass and the open marriage. And researching the topic on hall pass arrangement, I came across the version of the similar idea of the open marriage. The difference between the hall pass and the marriage is that one is and the open marriage is that one is if both partners can sleep around, and a hall pass is a marriage can just be a one-time deal, not ongoing.
Mm.
So if you did it this time, if you're doing it this Thanksgiving, don't think next Thanksgiving and next Thanksgiving you're gonna do it.
No, but
Tell me
what?
no hall pass.
But
That's
hold
the
on.
annual figure.
But hold on. One time meaning that is not continuous. It doesn't mean that it can't happen more than once in a year. It just means it's not continuously um, on a repetition, or there's not a shared partner involved.
That's how you get all political with these things, though.
I'm just telling you what it is.
Mm,
Don't act, don't kill the messenger now.
nothing in the chat yet. Okay,
Yeah, they're quiet. They're listening. I mean the people that
that's
are
why I look at the
watching,
chat. Just know.
people that are watching. There's
Okay.
quite a bit of people in here, but everyone is quiet. Does anybody have a hall pass that we want to talk about? Because, oh, by the way, we have a contest coming up. Remember, Teresa, we're gonna do that contest where we give away Dr. Patty's counseling,
Yeah.
yeah, or her book. And I think this is a really good show to do it for, where we can actually we can create a contest around, tell us why you think you deserve a session with Dr. Patty. Yeah, what is your
Tell them
relation?
who Dr. Patty is.
Yeah, go ahead.
For who wasn't here last week, Dr. Patty is the sexologist
Yep,
that we had last week.
yep.
So she's gonna give
Last two
away.
weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Last week we did whining.
She's gonna give. Oh, last week was our wine and the vote. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna give away. Let me pull it up to make sure we have the right thing for you guys.
It's sex coaching.
It's a book along with. There was a book and along with one of her sessions.
Yeah,
20,
sessions
20
on
minute,
sex
20 minute
coaching. Yeah,
session. Yeah.
yeah, sex coaching.
Book and her 20-minute session.
Coaching session.
So if you're interested, just let us know why you deserve Patty's sex coaching.
What can Patty's, what do you think, how is your
Yeah, what
how
you
would
can
your
help you with.
relationship benefit a session or the book of sex coaching from Dr. Patty? We'll put that up on our Instagram. We also put it up on our YouTube, and we will tell you who wins within the next week or two.
Okay, we have a
Baby
section
Eiffel
here
says,
from
yeah,
Baby
they should
Eiffel.
not be in the relationship once you give permission. Next time it would be implied, and I see it as disrespectful.
True.
True, understand, but again, it's two people in the relationship making this decision to have this pass, not one person. So it's a 20-minute consultation and ebook. That's what
Yeah,
put up there.
yeah.
So when you talk about
Okay.
hall passes with a partner, it may feel sexy, flirty, or even fun. to entertain the idea of having sex with someone you always admired. Or flip sides, it could be something that you wish you could you could do. Either way, on the surface, hall passes seem to be innocent, entertaining fun for lovers to discuss.
No innocent in that one.
Not me. Don't come to me with
Okay,
it.
as the open, we got
Don't
two
even
minutes.
ask.
So I'll give you this piece. As an open relationship, they set has done anyway with many of the ordinary boundaries in marriage. Even they seem to want to have some boundaries and hiccups. So, as you were saying just now, there will be some challenges. It is important that if you are in an open relationship or want to have an open relationship, you need to be completely honest and upfront with your partner. Communication is key. You are going to have a relationship that is not monogamous.
Yeah.
So,
You know what?
if
Let's
you
take
have some rules,
Teresa. Let's take a quick break here and come right back. Okay. So don't
Yeah.
go anywhere. It's gonna get hotter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some hot tea with pleasures. Remember to like, and comment, and subscribe, and stay right there. We'll be right back.
See you soon.
Cause when life and sugar, they just want to stick. The woman know they're thirsty and they want to taste it. Sugar boy, don't play with my head. If I can't get you, boy, I don't want no one else. Sugar boy, please understand. Don't ever give my dinner to another woman. You can go down low, when I come up so, cause when life and sugar, they just want to stick. The woman know they're thirsty and they want to taste it. Sugar boy, don't play with my head. If I can't get you, boy, I don't want no one else. Sugar boy, please understand. Don't ever give my dinner to another woman. You can go down low, when I come up so, cause when life and sugar, they just want to stick. The woman know they're thirsty and they want to taste it. Sugar boy, don't play.
And we're back. Oh Lord, I can't wait. We are taking off the next 2 weeks to get all our stuff move over to a new platform. Yay, finally. And when we come back live, not next week, we'll be doing recorded. The following week will also be recorded, and then after on the 21st we'll be live. We will be nice and fresh and new. Anyways, we're back here with Hot Tea with Pleasures. I'm Hillary, Ontario, Canada.
And I'm Teresa in the beautiful hot island of Barbados. Welcome.
And we're talking about the hot topic, hall pass.
Hall pass.
Yeah, I'm not having one. So, you and your partner can have a fun, flirty conversation about dream hall pass people. Those are cute. For example, you just said Jason Momoa. That's your hall pass. That's the person that you're like, yeah, I would do that, right? Some people be like,
You
Janet
would do that?
Jackson.
Okay.
But that's the conversation. It's not actually doing it. So having a hall pass where you're just joking around or just kind of having flirtatious conversation, that keeps the relationship a little bit spicy as to see what it is you find lustful. Let's say that. Right? But not actually going out and do it. That's a different kind of hall pass where a lot of guidelines and rules have to be established. So let's say, for example, your partner is on a business trip and happen to stumble into their hall pass, and the person hits on them. One thing leads to another. They hook up, and your partner comes home. It's incredible, understandable that this would be upsetting to you. After all, I can see everything, so people can see what you just dropped there. Don't drop anything in the chat. Okay, so
Actually, to pull it. So pull it. So that's
it's
that's
incredible.
a long that we can do.
What would be upsetting to you? After all, you have a monogamous relationship. But let's say, so that's considered technically cheating, right? But let's say you had a hall pass now, and you said to the same partner, when you go on your business trip, you're allowed to have, you can sleep with someone, here are the rules and regulations and guidelines. So then it's no longer cheating. It's you know, Baby I would say, then you are not with the correct partner.
That's what we were discussing before we came on the show.
Yeah.
In a relationship, you need to have a hall pass, and I have a hall pass annually. Come on, you just need to forget.
It's like a birthday, right? Every year you get a birthday gift and a hall pass. Here's your birthday gift, the hall pass. No.
Okay, 2023, we're gonna do it in October. 2024, we're gonna do it in November. So some of the rules listed for open marriages are that when you're gonna come to Hillary and get your contract written.
No, you're not getting no contract.
That you need.
There's only one contract you're getting.
There can be sexual boundaries. Like Hillary was saying before, no doggy style. No. Doggy style.
Listen, you
No
must wear a condom. You must wear a condom. That's very important. You don't want no babies or
this is how you're gonna lay out your contract.
Yeah. Maybe no kissing. One of the ones that I saw a lot on a lot of hall passes is no kissing.
No,
that's understandable.
Kissing. Okay.
Yeah.
And the next one is
like, I don't see why.
Emotional boundaries.
Because kissing is one of those things that are very, very intimate, right? So.
Yeah, and the sexual activity is not very, very intimate.
I didn't write these things. I'm just telling you what they say.
Come on. They're not. Oh, that was right already. The other rules are about who you can't and about the time. So no hall pass after 12 o'clock because you have to be out. You can have your hall pass for between 9. Don't have it between 8 and. Because between 8 and 9 is our podcast. You gotta watch it.
Hey Teresa, let's give everybody in the chat a hall pass right now. What famous person do you wish you could have sex with? Drop it in the chat. We already know Teresa's is Jason Momoa.
No, I say that because of you.
You say it because of me. Why does everyone think that I'm into Jason Momoa? I just say nonsense.
Jason Momoa.
No, he's not my type.
Jesus.
How do you control sexual boundaries? Somebody said Betty White. You know what's so funny? A lot of guys are into Betty White. Was into Betty White.
Guava.
Yeah, Guavo. He goes Betty White.
In the chat.
A lot of guys are into Betty White now.
I know some want to know, how do you control the sexual boundaries? But that's my thing. You cannot control the sexual boundaries.
Well, this is where trust comes in a relationship. Trust and communication.
Listen, you taking a whole pass out. What trust? Not going through the window for the time you look to draft that paper. What trust are you talking about?
Listen. Listen. I am telling you that if you're in a relationship that is hall pass, that's what you guys agree on. Obviously, if the person wants it to continue, they're going to follow the rules and regulations, right? If they don't want it to continue, the first thing to do is just not do the rules, and then here comes the affair now, and here comes more problems in the relationship. So, do you eat rice every day? Do you
eat rice every day? Hall pass would be lobster.
What does that mean? Hall pass would be
in other words,
lobster.
Hall pass would be lobster.
Yeah, but you know there's some people that are allergic to lobster and die from it, right?
Get that in there.
I'm just saying.
You better be
I love you. I love you too. Aw.
Oh,
Thanks for having me. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for being here, Guava. Let me tell you something. You never know. Listen. Lobster. A lot of people are allergic to seashell. Okay, and you have lobster and you think it tastes so good and you die. Okay.
Seafood. Seashell.
You guys are great. Keep it up. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Crazy Cartoon Kid. Aw.
What are the other ones? How will you talk about your partnership? How do you talk about your partnership?
It's a conversation. It's literally. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
how do you talk
Yeah.
about it? You
How
come
do you
home,
talk
hi
about
honey,
it?
I'm
How do you
home,
bring
I'm
it up?
going.
Is the first thing. You first of all, you gotta know. You gotta put the little filters out there and see if the person's into it, and say, "What do you
Mm-hmm.
think about a hall pass? Are you interested?" You know, that's how you turn it around. That's based on what I'm seeing here. That's the question that's asked.
And
To
this is the same thing with the
Mhm.
open marriages that was said in the hall pass.
But think about it,
You
right?
have to schedule your check-ins.
Yeah,
So
but
if
think
your
about it,
hall
T.
pass is after the podcast
Yeah.
between 9 and 10, you're gonna start your
Yep.
action. You're gonna start your action, and
Hmm.
then you're gonna check in after 20 minutes. Okay, so
But listen,
9:20.
listen. You already established that it's an open relationship, or that you're in a relationship that has
This
a
is
hall
rule
pass.
number 6. Have scheduled check-ins. So when
Yeah.
you're writing your agreement or your contract, we are gonna check in every 20 minutes. So
Well,
within that hour,
yeah.
you have 2 check-ins.
Hey,
Okay, you
sex
have
don't
two
last that
check.
long. Guavo said you should preference with you're a swinger before jumping into a relationship. Well, that's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying is that those that information is already shared. I'm sure the hall pass is not the only thing that they've done. If it's a monogamous or even an open relationship, there's other things that probably happen within the relationship. Hall pass is just one.
Okay. I now want to know the sexual boundaries. How do you control them?
Again, that's
By
all
what you
within the
write in your
contract.
agreement.
That's all the
And you
agreement.
have to
It
trust your
has to be a lot of
partner.
trust. They have to be
You
a
have to
lot of
trust your
trust.
partner that they stick to it. So
That's
no
right.
doggy style,
Yep.
no kissing,
No kissing.
no sucking of the toes. What else?
No lobster. No lobster.
No lobster. We get expensive though. You might get accustomed to lobster
Taking
and
a
want
risk.
more often.
Yeah, you might be taking a risk, all right, Victor. Might end up in the
A
backyard.
box. A box for the only thing. Okay, Guavo is asking, it's a respect thing. Shouldn't need control once you say that's okay.
Yes. Also,
Also,
no
no
lobster.
lobster. No lobster is getting a bit expensive, right?
Lobster's expensive. I tell
Okay,
you. Oh, dang.
that's it. The schedule check-ins. Be honest and communicative.
Yeah.
I see how you can be honest and communicative if you can't trust the person trust the person
Not to do
not
doggy
to have the
style.
things listed
Well,
on
this
that
is the
chart.
thing.
No doggy style, no
Just think
kissing.
about it. Just think about it, right? If you are in a monogamous relationship, you've made actual rules in that relationship and saying, certain things are considered flirting, certain things are considered cheating. It's the same thing now. Twist it and say you can cheat and you can't. Well, not cheat, but you can flirt and you can have sex with other people. These are other people. What are you on the phone, girl? I'm talking.
I'm reading the chat. I'm reading the
Okay.
chat. Victor is saying risk it for the one right of
One night of
for
lobster,
the
but
one night.
Victor,
Or risk it for
that
the
one
one
night of
night.
lobster might cost you your life. I'm just saying. I'm just
Oh
putting it out there
gosh.
for a friend.
Retreat, retreat, Victor, retreat. Oh gosh.
Oh God. Okay. So
Okay, the
does the
next is
idea?
talk about protection. That's the last thing
Yeah.
on here. I sent you a piece. I
Hmm.
don't know if you can grab it and open it.
Probably not.
But
No.
this
Go
is
ahead.
that was a dialogue between him and her.
Hmm.
They're trying to create a conversation, a complete honest conversation, and how it will go.
Hmm.
So it's like maybe I can do it from
Can
my
you put it in
end.
the WhatsApp and then we can do it? That'd be fun.
I'm
I'm
not
not gonna
gonna.
be the guy this
Yeah.
time. You always put me as the guy. You be the guy.
That man gotta pull it up.
Huh?
I said that mean I have to pull it up. Hang on. Okay, carry on a bit of a conversation while I grab it.
Okay. So this kind of relationship can
Fine.
actually lead to a lot of honest, intentional conversations about creating a relationship that's dynamic, that's filled both with cups, fills both cups. So both sides of the parts, both parties are getting what they want. It's likely all you saw represented growing up was monogamous relationship structure. So even if you might want something different, you might know exactly what to ask for or how to ask for it, or even just the possibility of it. So you might thinking you're okay, but you can't. This can't just be fun. So meaningless conversation, it has to be a really strong, boundary filled. Bible says no man's worth taking life, sis. Take your EpiPen. He said, Victor said, take your EpiPen for the lobster. And then Crazy Cartoon Kids say, amen, sis. Oh Lord, I cannot.
Okay, I sent it to you.
People. What time we looking at? 59. Okay.
Yeah, we should be able to
Yeah. Let's do the little skit. Okay. So Teresa's gonna be the guy. I'll be the female.
Scroll it all the way down to the bottom after the list.
Yeah.
The it in the list, it's right after that.
Okay. What does it start with?
Hey, honey, I'm home. That one.
Where do you see that at the end?
After they had the list with the sexual boundaries, emotional boundaries. I'm thinking. You see it?
You said my spouse asked me for a hall pass. That one.
Go down. After you see regain.us has this to say. Go down, and here are some of the rules listed for open marriages. What are you doing? Oh, you have your glasses on?
Yeah.
Put your glasses back on, you see, after that. And
that one, I indulged the conversation because I thought that one. I'm not seeing what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Anyways, go ahead and say what are you going to say, because I can't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to understand how being completely honest and upfront with your spouse conversations would work in a real life open marriage or hall pass arrangement. You don't get there?
Nope, don't see it. Is it hall pass versus open marriage? I don't see it.
Yeah, it's that all the way
down.
down.
Okay, here it goes. Okay, go on. Okay, you.
Hey, honey, how is it?
Okay, so
how was the new girl working out?
How is your new girl working out? I can't.
Man, she's great. She's a lot thinner than you, and you're about 20 years younger.
Ooh.
So what now? So what's not to like? And she has some great new sex toys that so push the boundaries, if you know what I mean. I bought her some flowers though, just for fun, and she loved them. I think it made her feel special. I mean, she is a delight all around. The time is flying by here. I really would like another day or two. What do you think?
Well,
by the way,
Johnny,
how's your weekend going?
Well, Johnny.
That'd be Johnny.
Yeah, I know, right, Johnny. Had a rough day at school yesterday. Some bullying going on, and he didn't do well with his math test. He seems depressed. The car had a flat tire, and it really pissed me off that these things always seem to happen when you're with your lover and her new sex toys. As long as you're being completely honest and upfront, I'm not really cool with the fact that you're out there out of shape and never do anything just to let me know you love me like flowers. I'm tired of working and taking care of these damn kids and everything around here. And no, you're not getting any extra time with your paranoia. What did you say? I'm what?
Also, I know our rules about using protection, but in the heat of the moment, I forgot.
Oh, damn.
I guess that means we need to have one of those check-ins within the health clinic about STDs, doesn't it? Yeah, this woman has a few other guys on her list of lovers, so I'm not perfectly sure she's clean, if you know what I mean. Oh, sorry about that.
Again, I am tired of having to go and get rechecked. Get your ass home if you know what's good for you. By the way, the kids are wondering if you could come along with you next time you're going on one of those fun hall passes, weekend trips you keep talking about. I know them. I am sure you wouldn't mind taking them with you next time. Hey, are you still there? Hello?
Now you see from that bag love, all that we were talking about. You see
Yeah,
that?
you gotta establish those boundaries.
That honesty and trust that went through the window a long time.
Oh my god. Oh,
The
wait,
chat
wait,
has
wait. We
been
got a lot of
busy.
chat in here. Hold on. We got
The
Guavo saying
chat has been
honest.
busy.
Honestly, I'm
I
not sure
know.
how I feel about stepping out of a monogamous relationship. Sexual relationships are most powerful things that two people are meant to have between each other. Well, this is the thing. It's not a monogamous relationship. They're all non-monogamous relationships.
The whole
And
time.
then Crazy Cartoon
Oh,
Kid says, amen, sister. I hear you. Guavo said, every time you see someone new, you give away a piece of yourself. That is so true. And doing it too much can lead to unsatisfaction and damage things. Crazy Cartoon Kid said, amen. Guavo said, but also that booty is, is respect
that
the
hustle.
hustle. And he said, and Crazy Cartoon says, yes, correct. Guava says, and
Everyone is
lobster,
so
and they're
stuck
talking
on
about
this
lobsters and
lobster.
lobsters. And I say, if you forget that EpiPen, it might cost you your life.
If you forget the what, the EpiPen?
Yes, they talk about lobster. I say about being allergic to lobster, it might cost you your life. And they say bring EpiPen. I say you might
Wait,
forget the
you
EpiPen.
think that we thinking about being allergic to lobster just when a man had a oops of forgetting the condom?
I'm talking about going out there and taking and try one thing, but this is the thing. It wouldn't be lobster. It would be a whole. Remember, if you're having lobster, she's probably having steak.
But all the the lobster has all the meat in the back, right? So there goes your sexual boundaries
Yeah, she might
of
be. You might be having lobster,
of
but
your
she's
doggy
having
style.
steak. Yep, it's just lust. I agree. It's just lust. There you go. You want to do a recap, Teresa?
The recap for me, you see that hall pass and open marriage? Leave that alone. Stay single if you want to do something like that.
Stay single. You can have the hall pass
They
every
don't
night.
trust inside of that at all. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's no trust in that one at all.
I hear you. I cannot. Everybody, each to their own. Everyone has different type of relationships. Love is love. I get it.
They
And people
know,
have.
Ellery, they know each and know hall pass. Like each to his own.
Some people have open relationships. Some people have non-monogamous relationships. I don't. I have a very monogamous relationship. I am not doing outside of anything. So, don't even ask. That will be a single relationship.
No lobster for you then.
Facts. But anyways, but we thank you so much for coming by. Hot Tea, a pleasure. We had a wonderful time. This was really fun.
It was a lot of
Great
laughs.
conversation. Thank you so much for everyone for coming in. Guavo, Crazy Cartoon Kids, Victor, thank you for always supporting us. Baby Eiffel, Petra's in the house.
Petra,
And
Stephanie,
26 other people that are watching. Thank you so much for being the live audience tonight. Join us every Saturday with Hot Tea with Pleasures. We're always live, except for next 2 weeks. We will not be live because we're having a new platform that we're going to be setting up. Rudy, we miss you here tonight. We know that you had some interesting things to say. I hope you're doing well. I know that you were down and out for a little bit, so I hope that everything is okay with you. We do have that contest coming up. So he goes, so condoms make it better? No, condoms don't make it better, honey. Not doing it make it better. So, what was I saying? We have that contest coming up, and we will have more details out on Instagram and also on YouTube. If you think that your relationship needs a good sex coach, or you can benefit from the ebook, enter a contest, and the contest is tell us why you think your relationship will benefit from these 2 items, and the best person will win the items. Teresa, anything going on for you in Barbados?
Not as yet. Just the heat. Just stay with the sun.
Yep.
Stay over the sun.
Okay, it's hot. It's hot in Barbados. It's hot in Canada. It's hot everywhere. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, we see you in the next one, ladies. Oh, thank you so much. Guava says good night, girls. Thank you so much. And Victor is talking about condoms. All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you everyone for joining. Have a good one.
Bye. Good night. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and always comment. Have a great night, everyone. Bye, Teresa.
Bye, Hillary.
That's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat. Go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took a red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel?